Hi, this is Pedro Gonzalez. Welcome to my fourth tutorial in Audio Editing Basics with Reaper. In this tutorial, I will show you how to perform the most important editing operations in Reaper. To follow this tutorial, you will need an audio file. Just choose any song or audio file you have available in your computer and import it into Reaper. Because it is a non-destructive editor, the edit operations we do in imported audio files will not affect the original file. So don't be afraid to experiment with editing, because your original files will be always safe. Every time you import an audio file, Reaper will automatically create a new track for it. In every track, the audio files, called audio clips, are represented as rectangles, usually with the waveform of the audio drawn in it. Think of them as pieces of paper that can be cut, moved around, copied, etc. To move a clip, just put the mouse over it and click and drag, as you do when you move files around in your computer. You may notice that the movement is not very smooth. This is visible clearly when I zoom in. See? The beginning of the clip is always on one of these gray vertical lines. All these lines form a grid which acts as a magnetic layout for the clips, helping to keep them in sync with the rest of the clips. This is very useful when working with electronic music, for example, but we don't need that feature right now. So you can activate or deactivate both the grid and the snapping function on the main toolbar. This is the snapping function. Now I can move freely around, and this is the visibility of the grid. Now there is no grid anymore. As for vertical movement, Reaper just creates another track to store the clip in its new position. Let's zoom out. If I move below, it creates another track to put the clip there. So I can move wherever I want. It doesn't matter. Copy and paste. Reaper makes use of the classic Windows editing shortcuts, so to make a copy, Reaper makes use of the classic Windows editing shortcuts. So to make a copy of an existing audio clip, first select it with your mouse. I have it selected. If I click outside, it is not selected. So to copy, first select the audio clip and then press Ctrl C to make a copy. Now click anywhere outside and Ctrl V to paste the new copy. If I click here, the new copy goes there, or really anywhere you want. Apart from that, there is a faster way to make copies of clips, which is the method I always use. Just press Ctrl and click and drag the new clip. As you see, the original clip remains in place while a copy has been made. Again. To delete any clip, just select it and click Delete key in your computer keyboard. Remember that any action can be undone by typing Ctrl C or by using the Undo button on the main toolbar. If for some reason you only need a section of a file, you will have to cut it. To do so, grab the cursor and place it at the exact place in which you want to cut the clip. Let's see. For instance, there is a silence here which separates the first movement from the second of this beautiful Brahms first cello sonata. This is a live recording. and now the second movement. So an ideal place to cut would be here. So I just have to press the S key on my computer, and Reaper will cut this clip at the exact place where the cursor is. So now I have two independent clips which I can move, delete, or do anything with them. Now I just have the first movement. For any clip, you can hide the beginning, the end, or both by folding a part of it. Let's have a look. First zoom in. Now if I place my mouse over the edge of the clip, you see this horizontal arrow appear. That means I can fold the audio clip towards the center to get rid of some section, and the end too. Now, if I go beyond the original length of the audio clip, what will happen is that Reaper creates copies. Let's zoom out. Adjacent copies of the original file. You see, these are all copies of this original file. This is a technique mostly used in electronic music that saves a lot of time. Two or more clips that are in the same track can be glued together to form a single clip, which in some cases makes it easier to work with. Let's say I have two clips like that. If I want to make one of them, I just select both, hit the right button of the mouse and click in Glue Items. Because these files are very long, it takes some seconds, but usually it's almost automatic. All these basic editing actions can be performed over a group of audio clips instead of just one. The only difference is that I need to select all the clips first instead of just one of them. To do a multiple selection, there are two ways which you can even combine. First, let's create many more clips like that. Now, the first way to select a group of clips is by selecting one of them and then hit Ctrl and select the rest of them. Okay. But this is very slow, and a faster way to do it is with the mouse, right-click outside in this empty area and drag over all of them. Now I have all 5 audio clips selected. Now, if I want to move all of them at the same time, just click and drag. To copy and paste, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. To paste, Ctrl-V. To cut all of them at the same time, all these, S. To delete a group of clips, just select them, and to fold and fold, select them first and then, and to join, let's have 2 groups of clips, and if I select all of them and select here Glue Items, the magic happens. These are the most common editing operations when working with audio. Practice each of them and memorize the shortcuts. It will save you lots of time. And remember, even if you are not using Reaper to follow these tutorials, your audio editing software should do all that too. If you like this video, please join me in the next tutorial and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!